Yo, yo, yo. It's Friday, baby. What's up, everybody? Good morning. Good day to you. Good day to you. Ooh, it is the last day of September. We know what that means, right? Scaretober starts tomorrow, baby. I'm excited. I hope you guys are too. The plan is to start Fear 3 tomorrow with our buddy Tin Win, a longtime community member, and going to play a little bit of some co-op Fear 3. It's a campaign type of story playthrough that they developed with a co-op play style. So we're going to try to get that done tomorrow and Sunday. We're going to try to get that played through. And all right. Oh, cool. I don't want to play. Well, we do have Dead Space 3 as well, which is kind of the same thing. I mean, if you ever weren't working, you know what I mean? That might be a play, dude. You know what I mean? If you ever weren't working, Wick, my mod, if you ever weren't working outside of your moderation stuff, you're not working. I don't believe you. Then we might be able to play games together, You're a workaholic, dude. You're a workaholic. Today's the last day. Well, let's go, dude. Me and you, Dead Space 3 then, okay? That's the play. All right, if you're actually telling the truth, and today is your last day of work, then here's the schedule: Fear 3 for this weekend with Tinwin and I. Then we're going to get into the Dead Space series. We're going to play Dead Space 1, Dead Space 2, and Dead Space 3, from what I understand, is the same kind of scenario as Fear 3. It's a co-op kind of campaign scenario where you play with somebody. So there we go, buddy. Or Dead Space 3, me and you. That's what it is, dude. I don't believe you, though. I think you're trolling me. Gamer, what's up, buddy? What's up, dude? Yo, Wick, Gamer, everybody else, what is up? What's up, guys? I'm really excited. And, but we'll keep playing a little bit of Shatterline today, get our final full day taste of Shatterline before we move on to our Scaretober playthroughs, and we'll keep touch on Shatterline. We'll keep a little bit of an oversight there, and an overview. Keep eyes on the game and see what they do moving forward. I like the game a lot, and I'm really hopeful that they'll continue to progress in a positive way with that game. So that's what we'll do. That's the plan. Yeah, you're good, buddy. Let's go ahead, do what we do, get over here to this video gaming news segment before we actually get into Shatterline. How's that sound? Let's go. You're not going to work tomorrow? Let's go, gamer. All right, dude. Solid, man. Exciting. I'm excited for that also, man. Cool. All right, let's get into this. Let's do it. Oh, here we go. This had been some rumor mill stuff for quite a while, right? That Google kept coming out and going, no, it's not happening. And what I'm talking about here is Google Stadia shutting down, right? There had been rumor mill speculation, nothing official, that kept coming out going, Google Stadia is going to be shutting down. It's going to be shutting down. But Google kept coming back and kind of debunking that and going, no, we're fine. Google Stadia is not going away. It's fine. Everything's fine. Dude, gamer, I don't blame you at all right there. I remember that you'd been working a lot in a row. I didn't know it was 6. That's a lot, dude. Yeah, you deserve a 2-day weekend, man. Jeez. So that's what's happening, man. That's what's happening. So let's take a look at this. Google Stadia is shutting down, apparently. Amazon Prime Gaming free games for October revealed. Let's take a look at that. Let's get everybody some free games, yeah. We've talked a good amount about how much Saudi Arabia has invested in gaming. They outright own SNK. at this point. They've invested a significant amount of money in a lot of other major corporations as well. If I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure they've got a good amount in like Ubisoft, Tencent, maybe. There's a lot of other investments that they've made to the gaming industry. I think they even have a big chunk of Nintendo as well. Stock. Not anything close for those other companies that I other than SNK. They don't own anything close to like a majority, but they own a good chunk of stock, anyways. You know what? I kind of want to read into this real quick. We've talked a lot about all the handhelds out right now, right? Um, we've talked a lot about my take on the major handheld platform that we've kind of found the gaming industry pivoting to. I think the major catalyst behind it obviously would be the Switch, right? I find it a bit odd that it took so long after the Switch came out for the rest of the industry to get to this point. But what we've seen is the Switch came out roughly 6 to 7 years ago now, and it's an amazing console. It is due for an upgrade. It is Nintendo is due for their next iteration. But what the Switch is and what it has been, and especially when it came out back then, an amazing concept, an amazing piece of hardware. But it's starting to feel dated. Mm. You mean, gamer? Are you talking in regards to like getting yourself an old PS Vita, or actually PlayStation, Sony revitalizing the Vita into a like a new version of the Vita? What are you actually referring to? Um, So from the Switch came the Steam Deck, right? Not that there weren't other handhelds, but the Steam Deck's the more notable thing that has come out since. Now, there's a big difference, right? Steam Deck being more of a PC gaming handheld console, opposed to the Switch being Nintendo exclusive, right? But you're seeing a lot of these other handhelds come out now trying to kind of work their way into this handheld console um, realm, like the Logitech and we've seen a lot of other ones that are coming out as well. You've got Razer making theirs, and um, honestly, I don't see anything really being able to compete with Steam Deck right now. And what like Logitech and I think the Razer, what those are actually being promoted as and touted as are more cloud gaming devices, which is a bit weird, seeing as how if you want to do cloud gaming, there are plenty of mobile. I mean, you can use tablets and TVs now, and even phones and stuff that you can do cloud gaming on. So, oh, okay, the digital game, just like the old school Vita collection, maybe, yeah. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. I didn't ever have a PlayStation Vita, but I do know that there's some notable titles that were on that platform that people loved. So it might be worth it, taking a look at. Yeah, for sure. I'm curious. What did the Vita? Huh. So they were more like little SD cards. Yeah. Yeah, that's what they were. So the games were like little SD cards. Interesting. Interesting. When did the Vita even come out? Since we're on that topic right now. In Japan, it came out in 2011. End of 2011. In North America, came out in the beginning of 2012. Basically, the rest of the world was um, beginning of 2012. So we're talking like a decade ago. A decade ago, yeah. But it was supposed to be a cool little. I think one of the things that was really what they promoted the Vita as big time whenever it came out that I remember was the fact that you were able to take certain games that you could own on the Vita and own on your PlayStation console, and you could basically the save files would like transfer over and stuff, right? That's one of the things that I remember that was really kind of groundbreaking about what the Vita was for the PlayStation console and everything too. It wasn't every game that did that, but they definitely had games that did that kind of thing, which allowed people to like play on the go, and then once they were home, they could start up their that same title on their PlayStation 3 and just continue that save file or whatever, if I remember correctly. That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. Yeah, well, let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this. Get a quick look there because we've got so many different handhelds coming out now. I think we've already hit on this, but let's take a quick look. Xbox games with gold. I don't know if we've hit on the games with gold reveals free games for October, but let's take a quick look and make sure that we know what's happening there. We've got that up. Let's go. We already hit on the PlayStation's got some good games coming. We hit on this yesterday, but just to throw it at you one more time, real quick. PS Plus's games for October are Hot Wheels Unleashed, Super Hot, and Injustice 2, which are all supposed to be highly rated games. People like those games. So nice titles to be added to PS Plus for the month of October. I think, and I can't remember if PS Plus is doing kind of the same thing that Game Pass is doing. Game Pass, you'll get a certain amount of games that get added at the beginning of the month, and then another amount of games that get added in the middle of the month. I don't know if PlayStation's doing that. I mean, obviously, I think what we would rather see I think what I would like to see from these types of subscription services is some nice Halloween vibed games, at least a few or something, or one something for October come through. You know what I mean? It doesn't need to be every game, but something like that. But I don't know. Maybe they'll come out with another game being added later on in the month or something closer to Halloween, since Halloween is at the end of the month. So we'll see. But that's what's coming to PS Plus. We hit on it yesterday. I'm not going to read all about it. But those are good titles. Good titles. Activision Blizzard is countering the talent shortage with a new training program. Let's read about that. Okay, we've got some more details about the STARS program. We read about some more details in what the PlayStation STARS program is. And oh yeah, gamer, yeah. Yeah, dude, I have the entire Batman collection and have not played it yet. But the Batman collection, the Batman collection is renowned for actually changing fighting games, or like the combat system in those Batman games is renowned for being kind of groundbreaking and kind of setting a new bar and for the way action combat games have kind of moved forward from those times. Um, I need to play them. I have them all, and Fear's very good. Those games are old at this point. Um, they definitely, if you're going to be playing those on PC, there's some things to take into consideration. Like Fear 3 for me, I had to go in and remove a driver file, a .dll file from the actual, the files within the installation path itself before it would actually run correctly on my PC. Shout out to Pinky, by the way, for figuring that one out for me. But, and if I recall correctly, there was actually a different driver that I needed to import and put into both the Fear 1 and Fear 2 games to get them to run more smoothly. Because they are pretty old titles. They're not really supported. They haven't been for a long time. But they're cool games, man. And Fear 2 was pretty cool with all the mech stuff and everything. It was really neat. But yeah, we're going to start seeing a lot of darker, ominous horror titles come on sale here pretty soon. Yeah. So this looks like we're going to get a few more details here in regards to the PlayStation Stars program. So let's take another look at that, because that looks like that might dive a bit deeper. If you're not familiar with what PlayStation Stars is, it is a rewards system for the PlayStation platform. Right now, they're saying it has nothing to do with blockchain or NFTs. It is simply a program they have set up for people to reward people for playing on their platform. That is it. So we'll take another look at it today, get a few more details, and see what else they have to give us. Okay. Oh, Creep Show video game announced by AMC and Shudder. That's fun. Still Rising has added a new game plus for all players. Take a quick look at that. All right, let's pivot right quick. Let's go into our other search. See what else we can grab here. Yeah, I think it's supposed to. Like, what from what I understood of what I read of it, like basically every month that you are maintaining a subscription, you get your points or whatever. Is what I was understanding is kind of the play on that. Whatever tier of subscription you're in, every month that you have that subscription, you get those points or whatever. That's what I was understanding, but I could be off. We'll read a little bit more today and see if we can figure out. Maybe that'll give us some more answers. We've already got the Google Stadia shutting down stuff up. We've talked a lot about Netflix. I'm not going to jump into that today. We know what they're doing. I don't see anything new on that front yet. Epic Game Store has confirmed its next free titles. Take a quick look there. They should. So yesterday, early morning for me yesterday, about what, I don't know, 4 hours after our stream starts, the free titles changed over for Epic, and so we'll take a look. Okay. Overwatch 2 adds phone number requirement. What? All right, let's take a look at that. Looks like Dreamlight Valley, Disney's Dreamlight Valley is getting a big patch. Take a quick peek at what's going on there. Look, they got Ed Sheeran in Pokemon, dude. Look at that. Look at this. That's great, dude. Pokemon releases new Ed Sheeran song, which will be featured in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I'm not going to dive into that, but that's awesome. Wow. All right, last page here. Next Need for Speed will reportedly be revealed very soon. Let's take a look at that. Like, here's one of the things that we've hit on some leaked info regarding a Need for Speed game that's coming out that a lot of people had some significant concerns about it being a very, very, very arcade style of racing game. And apparently a far stark contrast from the previous games in the series, and this could potentially really throw fans off of that series. So we'll see what this article has to tell us. Whoa! Scorn release date moved up a week? What? No! Really? Okay. It's okay. It's okay. I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay. That's going to change our schedule up a bit, though. So I think what we'll probably end up doing is we will still run Fear 3 tomorrow and Sunday. And we will start the Dead Space games. So we got Dead Space 1, 2, and 3. We should be able to get all those in before Scorn releases. So that gives us roughly, I don't know, 12 days to get through those 3 games. And I think that's probably, so that would be 4 days apiece. Right? And that'll probably put us on par. We don't need 4 days necessarily to get through all those games. All the Dead Space games. Shouldn't take us that long. But that gives us wiggle room. Right? So, if we need like a filler day or whatever before Scorn releases, then we can, I've got like Little Nightmares or Inside, little games like that we can play if we want to, if we need some filler time, like a day to play a game before scoring releases or whatever, okay? Then we'll play Outlast after that. I have no idea how long scoring is going to take. So some of this is, we're just got a tentative schedule going on here for the Scaretober stuff. And it's bound to flex a little bit. We're just going to have to remain agile on it. But looks like they're ready to roll with Scorn. That's actually good news. You don't see this very often. Yo, Wick, what's up, buddy? You don't see this very often. Release dates moved up. You know what I mean? So it looks like they're ready to roll with that, which could be good news. Callisto Protocol trailer. Speaking of Dead Space, the Callisto Protocol, if you are not familiar, Callisto Protocol is a game being developed by the individual that directed the Dead Space games. And it looks very, very, very similar. Moving up a game can never go well. That's not true, dude. That's not true. Not true. We already know about Iron Man in development. Sackboy, a big adventure launches on PC next month? No way. Let's go. All right, let's do this. That is, you're not wrong there. But if a game, there have been occasions where games have been, the release date has been moved up and the release was fine. So to say that moving up a game can never go well, that's not a true statement. If a game is ready to release and it gets moved up and it releases and everything with the game is fine, then that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But you're absolutely correct in that second statement. If there's anything that goes wrong with the game, they're going to get absolutely blasted for moving it up. And people are going to go, why did you do this whenever it wasn't ready, right? You could have taken that extra week to make sure that things were set to roll. So we'll see what happens. Moving a game up does not happen very often, but it has happened, and it has gone fine. Pretty sure Xenogears was the last one that we saw that got moved up a little bit. Maybe not. That might not be the one I'm thinking of. There was one here recently that got moved. The release date got moved forward instead of backwards, and it was fine on release. So let's start out with this PlayStation Stars program awards high-tier members priority customer service. The PlayStation Stars program launched in Japan this would be yesterday, I'm guessing. Yes, yesterday. So the PlayStation Stars program launched in Japan yesterday, and fans in Sony's home country are not too happy about some members getting better treatment than others. According to a report from Video Games Chronicle, they're specifically upset over Tier 4 members getting priority customer service. Oh. When Sony announced PlayStation Stars in July, it called it a free rewards and loyalty program in which all PS5 and PS4 players can earn rewards for completing various in-game challenges. However, it didn't mention that there was a 4-tier level system that they have to work through by purchasing games and earning trophies. Players start at the level 1 tier when they sign up for PlayStation Stars. In order to unlock the level 4 tier, they have to buy 4 games from the PlayStation Store at full price and acquire 128 rare trophies. Once they achieve that, Sony said they'll receive a commemorative collectible and priority in the chat when they contact PlayStation customer support about any issues that they may encounter. Players' fury over the 4-level tier system in PlayStation Stars didn't occur in a vacuum. Tensions boiled over after website Automaton discovered the system immediately after its launch in the region. When it shared the news on Twitter, fans bemoaned in the replies that Sony should give equal customer service support to members in every tier, not make quality service a privilege for those with money and means to reach level 4 quickly. Absolutely. It said the more you play, the more customer support you give priority to. But the more you play, the less you use customer support, said user. Yeah, something is wrong. Give priority to beginners who are not used to it. Controversy over PlayStation Star's 4-level tier system comes after Sony failed to mention it when marketing the program over the summer, giving everyone interested in it the impression that they would receive every single perk regardless of their gameplay frequency. The introduction of the system in the loyalty program after the fact puts players who cannot afford to buy games at full price or who don't have the time to play their favorite games to earn rewards at a disadvantage. Yeah, that is not a good look, man. Yeah, that is not a good look. Not a good look, dude. Oof. Sony, man, that's pretty brutal. I'm I'm going to expect a pivot very soon. I'm going to. Well, how did I'm actually kind of boggled as to how Sony got all the way to the point of rolling this out in their home country, thinking that this was going to be accepted by their community. You know? It's literally like, you know, you can use the analogy of like catering to the wealthy and just like stepping on the poor, you know? It's like it's almost, you know, in this program they've set up, that's like the way it looks, you know? It's a bad look. Yeah, I'm expecting Sony to pivot off that pretty hard and roll out some apologies and stuff. If they don't, I'll be very surprised. Very surprised. Um, yeah, 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 yeah. Gamer, I don't blame you right there, dude. Creep Show video game announced by AMC and Shudder. AMC and Cartel Entertainment have announced that a video game based on Shudder's Creep Show streaming series will be released in 2024. The game is being developed by Dread XP, an indie horror and production label responsible for games such as The Mortuary Assistant, Sucker for Love First Date, and the Dread X Collection series. The Mortuary Assistant developer Brian Clark, also known as Darkstone Digital, will serve as creative director on Creepshow. In a press release, Clark shared his passion for the brand and his excitement about getting the opportunity to bring Creepshow to the video game format. I'm extremely excited to be a part of such a fun project. I've always loved Creepshow's format, and the idea of driving the cohesion of multiple perspectives on horror is really compelling to me, said Clark. I feel honored to have been asked to be a part of this. Can't wait to jump in and bring the best I can to such a great IP. Creepshow is a Shudder original series based on that 1982 film by George A. Romero. 3 seasons of the anthology series are currently available on the streaming service, with a 4th set to debut in 2023. The series has been a huge success for the platform, and AMC has been looking for ways to expand the brand, including a recent comic from Skybound. Successfully translating an anthology TV series into the video game format could be tricky, but Clayton Newman, VP of Games for AMC Networks, believes Dread XP is the perfect publisher to handle it. Well, that's cool, man. Yeah, I've seen just a few episodes of Creepshow. I like horror stuff, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's pretty wild. That's cool. We'll see what comes with that. Still Rising has added a new game plus for all players. Time to revolt again as Spider Studios released New Game Plus. Several items and cosmetics have been added exclusively to the mode. These include weapons, a complete outfit, enemy variations, and movesets. Quality of life, bug fixes, and item balancing for certain bosses have been implemented as well. Wait, what? Okay. So apparently they've done a lot with the game outside of just adding a new game plus to include all this. If you're not familiar with what Still Rising is, I'll just go ahead and show this real quick. That way everybody can get a look, okay? This came out a few weeks ago, I think, if I remember correctly. Really gives me I've been anticipating the Lies of P game for quite a while, and watching this just gives me those vibes. It makes me want to play it even more. Can't wait for it to come out. I hope it's good. This looks pretty cool. Cool. So that's Still Rising if you're interested, okay? And they just came out with some new content, new game plus, some updates and everything. The Epic Game Store has confirmed its next free titles. Rising Hell and Slain Back from Hell will be free in early October, okay? They will replace Runbow and the Drone Racing League Simulator, which are currently free. They started being free early yesterday, okay? Rising Hell is a vertical platformer roguelite filled with adrenaline-pumping action and tons of heavy gothic metal shreds. Platformer Slain Back from Hell offers heavy metal-inspired arcade combat with puzzle elements and gore galore. This is oh, that's not actually. That's fine. Cool. Here, I'll just bring up Epic real quick, show you. Get a look at it. Take a quick gander here. So right now, again, Gloomhaven and Ark Survival Evolved were the free games from last week. Starting yesterday all the way through October 6th. Right now you can get Runbow and DRL, the Drone Racing League game. You can get those for free. And then starting on October 6th through the 13th, you can see you get Rising Hell and Slain Back from Hell. Both of these titles, okay? So get your free games. Go get your free games. Good. Overwatch 2 adds phone number requirement chat recording to monitor players. Yeah, we had read earlier in the year where Epic was, I think it was Epic, was rolling out a beta testing of some, like an AI voice monitoring system to try and catch people using speech in their games, any kind of VoIP, right, in their titles. People using VoIP and using any kind of speech communication that goes against their terms of service. They're trying out this technology that will catch and record and send these clips to moderators in order for moderators to take action, right? And I think we're going to see this become a much more prevalent, even common practice for developers in the gaming industry. And I'm excited about it. I think it's something that needs to be done. The where I can see it becoming an issue though is like, you guys know that my mindset behind the competitive banter and everything is like, dude, competitive banter is great, right? It's been something in competition forever, and I don't see anything wrong with it. But it is those occasions and it's those people who take it too far, who cross the line into using hate speech or any kind of language that, you know, is prompting people to hurt themselves or whatever, that it's taking things too far, you know, and that's the kind of stuff that, like, you know, I'm hoping that these types of incorporations in games isn't going to result in us not being able to have any kind of competitive talk in games. You know, trolling each other out a bit. Have some competitive banter without issues from the developers themselves, right? We still want to be able to talk trash. It's just that trash talk, you know, it shouldn't ever cross the line into being like hate speech and stuff, right? So, Blizzard's Overwatch 2 will require players to add their phone number and consent to the possibility of their in-game voice chat being recorded. Overwatch 2 will require, per Game Rant, Blizzard announced the details behind its Defense Matrix initiative to combat cheaters and create a more positive community atmosphere for players. Named after D.Va's signature ability, the upcoming security measures will require players to enter their phone numbers and consent to the game possibly recording their voice chat. Additionally, Blizzard is utilizing this initiative to verify players' Battle.net accounts through phone numbers and prevent banned players from joining. That's good. Players cannot have the same phone number attached to multiple accounts. Players will not be able to add the phone number of either a prepaid phone or VoIP. Once Overwatch 2 releases, existing players of the box version of Overwatch must add their phone number to keep playing. Shortly after launch, Blizzard plans to temporarily record reported players' voice chats to identify disruptive behavior. However, the company assured players that it would delete audio recordings after transcription, but text files are erased within 30 days. This implementation stresses that players should report any disruptive behavior immediately since audio recordings are not stored long-term. The Defense Matrix initiative isn't the only significant change Blizzard made to the upcoming title. We know that Overwatch 2 is going from a 6v6 to a 5v5. Yeah, new characters in Overwatch are available to obtain through the free track of the Battle Pass. So, for anybody that's not familiar with the way almost all Battle Passes work, or Season Passes, or what have you in titles, there is like a free track and a paid or a premium track. And the more you play the game, the more experience you get, the more you unlock certain, rewards through these passes, right? And the free one, you get the free stuff. If you pay for the premium or the paid tier of the pass, then you get both the premium side of things as you unlock and the free stuff, right? But what they're saying with the Overwatch stuff is you unlock the characters through just the free side. You don't need to pay anything, right? Surprisingly, coming from Blizzard at this point. Announced at BlizzCon, Overwatch 2 in November 2019. Overwatch 2 will implement a battle pass system similar to shooter titles like Fortnite. It'll be free to play. Unclear how much in-game cosmetics for Overwatch 2 like skins will cost. Yep. Overwatch 2 is going to launch in early access for PC, PS4, PS5, Switch, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X on October 4th. We're talking 4 days, all right? There's a lot of hype around it. I know a lot of people love Overwatch, so, as it releases, they've had betas, extensive betas, and we've gotten a lot of reviews out of that. So I don't expect to see a whole lot different from the full release, but we'll see. We'll get some news, I'm sure. Disney Dreamlight Valley details upcoming big patch. Gameloft, in collaboration with Disney and Pixar, has offered new insight into the release of upcoming patches and fixes. So far, the Life Sim video game, which is set to launch in full as a free-to-play title in 2023, has only released one true significant patch, and it sounds like players will be waiting several weeks at least for the next one. The next bug fixes will be released as part of the first content update featuring Scar this fall. We can't share exact timing yet. We are targeting a release around 3 weeks. Other notable bits from the thread on new updates included the team is specifically looking into high-priority issues like progress loss, missing Founders Pack rewards, and console crashes. In total, the upcoming patch that is set to release in a couple of weeks will apparently include over 40 total fixes like audio distortion on Switch consoles, rain not watering crops, optimizations for PS4, and more. It's currently available in early access on PC, PS5, PS4, and Xbox Series X, S, and 1, and Switch. Full release set for 2023, okay? All right, next Need for Speed will reportedly be revealed very soon. The next Need for Speed will reportedly be revealed within the next 2 weeks. The report from Insider Gaming suggests that Need for Speed Unbound is set to be released on December 2nd. Will allegedly incorporate anime elements and new maps unique to the series. The trailer will be around 1 minute and 30 seconds long with a soundtrack featuring rapper A$AP Rocky. The game will reportedly also be available on current gen consoles and PC for as a first for the series. This Need for Speed was originally set to arrive in 2021 before being delayed to July of this year, then August, then September, now December, right? Unclear why the game was pushed back so many times. We'll see. Again, some of the stuff we've seen come out about the game is that it's possibly going to throw off a lot of longtime fans of the series. So we'll see once we get some footage of the game here soon, apparently. Scorn release date moved up a week, all right? Horror fans looking forward to Scorn next month will be able to play even earlier than expected as the release date has moved ahead 1 week. It's not every day we report on a video game release date moving forward, even if it's only by 1 week. This morning, Kepler Interactive and EBB Software have announced their upcoming horror game Scorn is arriving ahead of schedule, bumping up from October 21st. The game now arrives on October 14th, giving you more time to scare yourself this spooky season. Scorn takes players into an isolated, strange, dreamlike world left unguided to fend for themselves. Players must explore Scorn's interconnected biolabyrinth, learning its rules and mastering grotesque puzzles along the way as they come to understand their own predicament. By uncovering secrets and gathering the strange biomechanical tools that seem to have been used by the civilization that previously called this world home, surviving might just be possible. Finding the truth, however, is an entirely different question. This is a very H.R. Geiger influenced piece of game art. So lots of biomechanical. H.R. Geiger is also the artist that's kind of behind all the alien xenomorph kind of stuff. And so, he's a very influential artist behind a lot of the more horror-esque, biomechanical, grotesque-looking stuff that we see nowadays in a lot of our entertainment. So I've been looking forward to this for a long time. I will let everybody take a quick look at this. And then we'll go look at Steam real quick and make sure that it reflects the new date, okay? Oh. Oh, that's cool. That's really neat. I like the way they did that. Cool. Let's go take a look and make sure that's reflected real quick, okay? Yeah, it already reflects October 14th. Very cool. Nice. Awesome. Good stuff. So, confirmed Scorn has been pushed up a week. There it is. The Callisto Protocol trailer reveals the truth of Black Iron. Callisto Protocol is still a few months away from release, but developer Striking Distance Studios has dropped an all-new trailer to tide fans over in the meantime. New video is a substantial one lasting more than 2 minutes, giving viewers a better look at Black Iron Prison, the game's main setting. Trailer also puts a big spotlight on the game's narrative as Josh Duhamel's Jacob Lee tries to uncover the truth of Black Iron. Trailer is pretty light on actual gameplay footage, but it does do a nice job conveying the game's tone. All new trailer for the Callisto Protocol can be found embedded below. Yeah, this is only a couple minutes. Let's watch this. You'll definitely see the similarities and the resemblance of Dead Space, you know.
Someone's trying to cover up what's happening here. So what happened to the original colony?
Abandoned, along with the rest of Callisto.
They didn't have a clue what was going on. Things are changing.
That looks really good.
They're evolving.
These aren't accidents. There's a pattern. It isn't about escape, Jacob. Not anymore.
What's it about?
Answers.
Nice.
Soon everything will become clear. The truth of Black Iron.
Very cool, man. Yeah, pretty excited about that one. Yeah, the new trailer makes Black Iron Prison look quite creepy, and Lee and the rest of the team will be working to uncover exactly what the heck happened there. Setting seems to have plenty of hints throughout, including messages scrawled on the walls, such as "It's a lie" and "Shoot the tentacles." Callisto Protocol is looking like an ideal match for fans of movies like Alien and Event Horizon. Sci-fi horror excels when it uses claustrophobia and isolation to ramp up tension, and that's on full display in today's trailer. From what's been shown thus far, the Callisto Protocol is really looking promising. The game is being directed by Glenn Schofield, the creator and executive producer of Dead Space. From everything shown thus far, the Callisto Protocol seems to have quite a bit in common with its predecessor, acting as a bit of a spiritual successor. Of course, the EEA series has its own entry releasing in 2023, so it'll be interesting to see how horror fans embrace both of these titles when they release. Callisto Protocol is set to release December 2nd on PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. In the meantime, readers can check out all of our previous coverage of the game. Righty. Very cool, man. Sackboy, a big adventure launches on PC next month. The Sackboy PC release date leaked earlier today, but now it's official. Sackboy Big Adventure's leaked PC release date has now been confirmed by PlayStation itself. As you'll see in our original reporting just below, the PC release date for Sackboy A Big Adventure leaked via a trailer seemingly went live ahead of schedule. Now, PlayStation has confirmed in a new blog post that the leaked release date is genuine. Sackboy A Big Adventure is officially due to launch on PC on October 27th. All right, there's a new trailer that seems to be have been released early. Although it hasn't been officially announced by PlayStation just yet, it seems that Sackboy: A Big Adventure is releasing on PC on October 27th. As prematurely revealed by the Latin American PlayStation YouTube channel, shouldn't be too surprised considering hints that Sackboy was heading to Steam were spotted almost a whole year ago. According to the trailer, this version of Sackboy: A Big Adventure had been specifically designed for PC and will support 4K visuals and 120 frames per second. The end of the video also mentions that the game is available to pre-order now, so we are guessing this will go live once the official announcement has been made. The video's description also contains links to both Steam and the Epic Game Store, so it's a fair assumption the game will be available both digital storefronts. Just one of the many previously PlayStation exclusive games to be ported to PC as of late. Yep. If you aren't familiar with PlayStation's pal Sackboy, you may remember him as being the protagonist of Media Molecule's Little Big Planet series. Yeah. These days, Sackboy is off on his own adventures, and in this particular big adventure, players will take control of the little lad as he navigates his way around a very cute and colorful platforming world. Cool, man. Nice. Yeah, it's cool to see Sackboy back. Very cool. Activision Blizzard is countering the talent shortage with a new training program. No surprise, the gaming industry has no signs of slowing down. With games being developed at every turn, many companies are struggling with handling the workload. Activision Blizzard is trying to both innovate and streamline the process with Level Up U. This training program will allow people to develop the skills and knowledge needed to land their dream job in the industry. Designed to be key figures in Activision Blizzard, a lot of time and effort has been put into this program. The end goal being not only Activision Blizzard having success, but also other companies taking note and following suit. Information detailing is in their latest blog below. Jeez, dude, that's a lot. The view for job seekers is just as daunting. Hundreds of thousands of passionate applicants each year attempt to find roles in the gaming development industry with only a fraction landing a home. The industry's legacy recruiting practices, which have focused on experience over raw skill, make it difficult to address talent demand supply imbalances or shift the makeup of workforce. We recognize that something needed to change. We approach the challenge by first focusing on an area where we are growing extensively, and that is critical to the success of our game's engineering. Our next step was to develop a fact-based profile of what a high-performing engineer looks like. Through a series of interviews with our technical leaders and a little analytics magic, we narrowed in on a set of critical skills and critical experiences. In terms of skills, we found programming, DevOps tools, game engines, and collaboration management to be most important. In terms of experiences, we found an educational background in computer science and previous game development roles to be most important. With our newly collaborated hiring specifications and a tailored, I skipped a couple of paragraphs here. It's basically them going through what they found to be more important to them for the applicants they're looking for, or the people they're looking for to fit these roles, and less important, right? I'll let you read through that. With our newly collaborated hiring specifications and a tailored talent development curriculum in hand, we found Level Up U to accelerate opportunities in the gaming industry for individuals from diverse backgrounds. This program has made a positive impact on our organization and allowed us to scale critical talent, contributing to 25% year-over-year development headcount growth. It yielded an inaugural LUU class of 45% women, 40% underrepresented ethnic groups, and 14% existing teammates who were able to realize reskilling and internal mobility opportunities. And it helped us deliver a holistic and integrated onboarding experience across our divisions. For fellow HR and business leaders across industries, we believe that this methodology can help unlock opportunities in myriad skill and functional areas. Regardless of market cycles, there continues to be a finite set of individuals with the requisite skills to qualify for the open job positions as they are written today. Through upskilling and reskilling, organizations have an opportunity to optimize both business and societal outcomes. For our industry peers, we offer this approach and these findings as a rubric for how to rethink some of our most systemic talent-related challenges in gaming. We are humbly learning, refining our own practices, and committed to sharing as we go. For applicants, we've laid out a clear set of foundational skills that are important and can open the door to a career in our industry. Low and high-level programming languages can be self-taught or accumulated in part-time or four-year degree educational programs. We invite you to apply to future cohorts of LUU as well as visit our career site at any time to explore engineering opportunities. Cool. I mean, look, this is one of the most promising things that I've seen come out of Activision Blizzard in a while. And one of the things that I was glad to see, and I hope that these are actual non-inflated kinds of numbers, is, you know, what it's doing to naturally increase diversity within their organization. I think that's the big thing is like, you know, obviously nobody should be discriminated against, right? But I think one of the big things that companies need to be doing is every single person should have a fair chance, you know, and to see something like this, hopefully being a catalyst for doing that for Activision Blizzard, bringing in, giving everybody a chance to thrive, learn, and grow within their corporation as an employee, and just naturally increasing diversity within their workplace is something great to hear. So, you know, I bag a lot on Blizzard right now, and, you know, naturally Activision Blizzard is one in the same. They are the same company. But, you know, credit where credit is due, and quite often I get prompted with what would it take for you to be okay with, you know, kind of not boycotting Blizzard anymore. And this is a step in the right direction, you know, seeing this kind of thing, seeing positive trending things in, you know, the way that business and that corporation is run is a step in the right direction. But, you know, obviously I would need lasting, continual, you know, things of this nature. I would need to see this before I would decide to go back into being a fan and a player of their software again. But this is good stuff, you know. This is good stuff. So kudos to them for making an attempt at trying to incorporate a program that allows people to come in with raw skills and grow, you know. And at the same time, it's just apparently, hopefully, this is truly being a catalyst for naturally increasing diversity within their workplace. Steam Deck versus Switch versus Logitech G Cloud gaming handheld. If you're considering purchasing a gaming handheld, there are a few options out there worth considering, each with its own appeal in terms of specs, features, and gaming capabilities. We've talked a lot about this, so I might not read this whole thing. We're just going to kind of skim this a little bit. Switch is the current champion of the gaming handheld space because it's been out for much longer than anything else that's current. But again, it is just a Nintendo platform. If you're a PC gamer, though, the Steam Deck is kind of where it's at right now, right? The G Cloud, Logitech G Cloud, is being touted as what you would use for cloud gaming, like NVIDIA GeForce Now and Xbox cloud gaming, right? How much do these handhelds cost? The Switch is going to vary from, roughly $200 US to $350 US, depending on the versions. The Steam Deck is going to vary from $400 US to about $650 US, depending on the version. And the Logitech G Cloud is going to be roughly, I thought it was going to be, what I read was about $350, but looks like $330 full retail. But if you pre-ordered, $300 US, right? I think the big thing with the Logitech G Cloud right now is that it hasn't really come out yet, so we don't know a whole lot about it. While the Switch and the Steam Deck we know are pretty solid quality pieces of hardware, We know that the games you can play on the Switch are going to be Nintendo titles. The Steam Deck, access to the Steam store. It can't run all the games on Steam, but it can run the majority. They have Steam Deck verified games on Steam, right? Which means they're optimized for it. But the other games that are on that you can get on Steam quite often will still play on the Steam Deck. They just might be a little bit wonky, right? But they are continuing to make games optimized for the Steam Deck. Yeah, real intention of the Logitech G Cloud is for cloud-based gaming for things like NVIDIA GeForce Now and Xbox Cloud Gaming. They go through a lot of the different hardware specs. Look, the Switch is due for an upgrade, I'll tell you that. We're just going to go through a conclusion here. I'm going to put this in chat. I'll let you guys read it. A lot of this is just going to be up to, a lot of personal preference, what you're more into playing, things like that. But I think it is, for people that like to play a lot of different games, a lot of different platforms and things like that, if you are looking to do gaming on the go, then this is probably a pretty good article for you to dive into. Give you a pretty good idea of where you're going to get the most bang for your buck. You know what I mean? Conclusion, obviously it's hard to pick a winner here, as the handheld that suits you will be down to how you plan to play. If you like to game on the go with something portable, then the Switch is a logical option. If you want something light to use around the house with access to masses of games, then the Logitech G handheld makes sense. If you want to play serious PC games in any room in your house, then choose the Steam Deck, right? Again, I think the Switch is kind of very much hitting the end of its kind of lifespan as far as the hardware that's being used in that platform, that console. It's due for an upgrade. It's still a great device, but it's due for an upgrade. So take that for what you will. I know the Steam Deck's great. I don't own one, but everything I know about it is that it's fantastic if you want to do PC gaming on the go. And Logitech, we still need time to figure out, get reviews and stuff before we know more about it. So that's probably a great article if you're interested. It's right there in chat. Xbox Games with Gold reveals free games for October. Latest set of free games is notable in part because it marks the first set of games with Gold to not include Xbox 360 video games since the service first started offering them. The games included will be Windbound and Bomber Crew Deluxe Edition. Yeah, anyone with an Xbox Game Pass Ultimate subscription can claim these for a limited time. Windbound will specifically be available from October 1st through October 31st, while Bomber Crew Deluxe Edition is available from October 16th through November 15th. This is Windbound. Random mode time, let's go. Hello. Dude! It looks like a cool title. I've seen this before. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Okay. So that was Windbound, yeah. That game can be gotten with Xbox Games for Gold through the entire month of October. And this will be Bomber Crew.
Ah, another beautiful day at the airbase. Let's see if we can heat things up a bit. You'll do, you'll do. Yes, and maths? Well, you're definitely hired. Yes, yes, yes! Give me more! I love it! It's always nice to add a personal touch. Oh, I can't wait to fly this thing.
That's an eggplant on that. You see that? That plane had eggplants on its wings. That's great, dude.
Well, why don't you think of something to write on the side of the plane then, Gladys? It's not all up to me.
Oh. So that's the Xbox Games for Gold. The Bomber Crew Deluxe Edition will be available from what they say October 15th through November 15th. Okay, Xbox Games for Gold. Google Stadia is shutting down. Yeah. Relief for Xbox, PS, Steam. Google Stadia was launched in 2019 to take on PlayStation, Xbox, and Steam, and has been confirmed now that Google Stadia is shutting down. After just 3 years of operation, Google Stadia is shutting down after launching in November of 2019. Google wanted to take the gaming industry by storm with the help of its new cloud-based gaming service and thereby grab some of the massive market that was controlled by the likes of PlayStation, Xbox, and Steam. However, Not all has gone to plan for Google, as Stadia suffered a couple of setbacks just after launch. It initially faced backlash from the public due to its substandard game library as well as the high cost of games, despite the user not directly owning them. Now, Google Stadia shutting down rumors have been confirmed. Google launched its Stadia service with a controller that was priced at $70. Players also needed a mandatory subscription, which cost $10 a month. Now, Google has announced that it will shut down its Stadia service on January 18th of 2023, bringing an end to just 3 years of service. In a Google blog, Phil Harrison, vice president and general manager of Stadia, said, "A few years ago, we also launched a consumer gaming service, Stadia. And while Stadia's approach to streaming games for consumers was built on a strong technology foundation, it hasn't gained the traction with users that we expected, so we've made the difficult decision to begin winding down our Stadia streaming service." Current Stadia users will receive a full refund for all the games, as well as the Stadia controller. The company also announced, "We will be refunding all Stadia hardware purchases made through the Google Store and all game and add-on content purchases made through the Stadia Store. Players will continue to have access to their games library and play through January 18th of 2023 so they can complete final play sessions. We expect to have the majority of refunds completed by mid-January," Harrison further added. Although Stadia is shutting down, it seems like Google has no plans to quit their ambition of cementing its position in the gaming industry, as Harrison explained that Google will keep on investing in new tools and technologies for gaming. Yeah, I mean, we'd seen a lot of rumors, right? We've seen a lot of rumors over the past, I don't know, half a year to a year of rumor mill stuff about Stadia shutting down, and Google would clap back and say, "No, that's false. We're fine. We're gonna keep rolling." And this is it. They're done as of the beginning of next year. Last article I have for the day. Okay, so if you have anything else to add to today's video gaming news segment, please let me know, and I will address it before we move on to our Shatterline play for today. All right. Amazon's Prime Gaming free games for October are revealed. With September nearly finished, Amazon's Prime Gaming has gone ahead and revealed what the subscription service is adding as free video games in October. More specifically, Prime Gaming will have 7 different titles on offer starting October 3rd. Fallout 76, Total War Warhammer 2, Middle-earth Shadow of War, Glass Masquerade Origins, Loom, Heroes Hour, and Horus. That's in addition to the various free in-game loot offers that Prime Gaming regularly rotates through. The typical caveats for Prime Gaming free games apply here. Of course, they are only available to claim for a limited time, as free games on offer typically rotate each month. Additionally, these are PC-only video games and might require specific accounts on other digital distribution platforms in order to claim. Occasionally, this means linking the accounts together or simply redeeming codes. Yeah. Yep. Cool. Free games, man. Free games. They've got descriptions for all these games. They are set to be available via Prime Gaming starting on October 3rd. So, 3 days. And as always, they're always pumping out like in-game content, promotion, stuff like that. So, if you need more info about these games or the other loot going on, look, free games is just, I'm always going to, try to advocate for people to have access to as much video gaming content as possible. So it's not me trying to promote necessarily, whether it be Epic or Amazon or anything like that, but me just trying to help people get access and be aware as often as possible to the free titles, free games that you can get your hands on, all right? So that's what I've got for today, guys. That is September 30th edition of Video Gaming News, okay? We're going to be moving on to some Shatterline gameplay for today before we hit Scaretober and Fear 3 starting tomorrow, all right? Thanks to everybody that was part of today's Video Gaming News and to everybody that is part of this community. You guys rock. I appreciate you very much. If you're viewing this content on YouTube and you're enjoying what you're seeing here, then see what you can do about coming and hanging out with myself and the rest of this amazing community when we go live every single day at 6 o'clock a.m. CST, and we start all of our streams off with video gaming news before we hop into whatever gaming content we have slated for the rest of the day. Okay? Other than that, you guys just stay healthy, stay safe, be kind to one another, and we will catch everybody tomorrow for Scaretober's October 1st edition of Video Gaming News. All right.